now. So only 17 of us now, but anyways, we'll get started. Okay, any questions? I will wait for you to pose questions. Okay, so shall I assume there are absolutely no questions this time? Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
ma'am, actually, it's less of a question and more of a suggestion and more of a concern.
Good. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. So who
Ma'am,
is this?
actually, ma'am,
Priyanshu,
Priyanka,
yeah. Yeah, tell me.
actually, I was just looking at my assignment marking this time,
Okay,
and actually, I got 0 out of 10. And
okay,
I'm not saying that my answers were perfect or something. There were mistakes, I agree. But
okay.
I don't think, ma'am, those mistakes were worth deducting the entire 5 marks. They were, ma'am, ma'am, like in the first question,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, I won't be able to share my screen because I'm actually outside and I'm uh, calling from
Okay,
my mobile. So that's why I
okay.
won't be able to do that. Uh,
I'm same problem with me also.
So who is this another Susan? Akshay. So Akshay, did you write to me? This particular assignment 3, many of you have sort of expressed concerns. So first of all, I really appreciate your feedback. It is very rare that students give feedback. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your concern. So Akshay and Priyanshu, I will take a second look at your assignment, right? So some of you have already written to me and I have done that. So both of you, if you now, I don't think you have written to me so far. So I will take a second look at your assignment as to what are your, concerns and things like that. That's number one. Yeah.
Ma'am,
And yes, yes.
and
yes,
also,
sir.
and also,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
actually,
yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. One at a time, please. Yeah. So Priyanshu, go
yes,
ahead.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, and ma'am, that's what at least what I think and what my suggestion would be. I don't
Mm-hmm.
speak for others, but at least I think that, ma'am, if the TAs are going to check only 2 questions or 3 questions, then I think they should be a little lenient in their marking approach, because even if they look at one small mistake, they deduct the entire 5 marks, and these kind of this marking would definitely affect our CPI, and ma'am, our
See,
CPI would.
Priyanshu, I totally agree with you, but at least for the assignment 3, see, I have not sort of looked at what you have written and things like that. This is general
Yes, ma'am.
remark.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
for example, question 1, which was about what is the meaning of a statement to be not, sequence to be
Not
not
convert.
convergent, right? See, in this question, either sort of you get 0 or you get full marks. In the sense, anything you write in between either makes full sense or no sense at all, right? Only for this question. I mean, in question number 2, I totally agree. If there's something that you have written correct, you should get partial marks, right? So I will sort of certainly take a second look at what you have written. Don't worry about it. Yeah? And I will, so whoever has grievances about marking of question of assignment 3 or anything else in particular, please feel free to write to me or the TAs or whatever. Meaning, sort of give us feedback and we will correct it and to the best of our satisfaction. Yeah. And regarding, grading only 3 questions, as I said last time, see, one goal of this course is to learn and teach rigorous mathematical writing, writing proper proofs and things like that, right? So that happens only when you write and we sort of see what you have written, right? So unfortunately, in current circumstances, it is very difficult for us to sort of grade 41 answer scripts each week. right? Especially, it is very difficult to sort of annotate PDFs, right? It is a lot more time taking than sort of correcting something on paper. So what we have tried to do is that we sort of pick some 3 or 4, sometimes 3 problems, sometimes 2, sometimes 4 problems, so that you get some feedback. So in my opinion, getting some, giving some feedback, then absolutely nothing is sort of a little better off. So let us try and work with this model. I am open to suggestions. If it sort of doesn't seem to work at all, then we will see what can be done. Yeah, but I will certainly take a second look at your assignment. Yeah, Priyanshu and Akshay, right?
My name
Yes.
is Rishabh. I had
Your name
I
is,
want
I don't see, Rishabh. Yeah,
yeah.
Rishabh. Yeah, so I think you wrote to me late in the night. I have still not seen your assignment. Yeah.
Ma'am, can I presently to show what I think?
See, I will sort of talk about question 1. I would like to sort of talk about question 1, but let me reply to your email. And then,
Ma'am.
see, it was late in the night, meaning I saw your email
Yes,
only at
yes,
early
ma'am.
morning, 6 o'clock. So I said, sorry, I could not reply as yet. Morning
Ma'am.
rush at home. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am Saptaji.
Yes, please. Saptarishi. Yeah.
I wrote to you about my assignment 1, and I
Correct.
saw
Correct.
forwarded by mail to the TA, but he still didn't give any reply, or as such, he didn't even mark that why the marks in the first assignment were deducted. And now,
Okay.
and in the second assignment, as you said, this question was that whether AN is convergent or not. The question was, what does it mean for AN to be not convergent?
Huh.
I don't know what I wrote is correct or not. What he did is he
So,
gave
Saptarishi,
he
so
gave
what do
0.
you call yourself? Saptarishi. Yeah, is that correct? Yeah. So, before you go any further, feel free to email me again, and I will sort of take a second look at your both assignment 1 and assignment 3. Before more students complain about, question number 1 of assignment 3, let's discuss that. Yeah, because that seems to be a general concern. Yeah.
The thing is, actually, in the assignment, I don't know if I've written right or wrong. The question was, what does it mean for AN to be not convergent? So he deducted that marks. That is okay, but after that, he wrote the definition that what does it mean for AN to be not convergent to A? That he has written against my. I mean, that is not the question, right? That is what I wanted to say, because the question was different, right? The question was not that what does it not mean to AN to be not convergent. So I think that answer what he the answer, as you said the previous time, but I am not satisfied by that answer what he has given. That's
Let me see. Yeah, let's see what I have to say about this, and then we talk about it. Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah. So what was the question, and what is that we want to say? Yeah, give me a minute. Let me try to share my screen, and let's see. Yeah. So let's try to discuss. So I believe there are no concerns about assignment 4 as yet. So let's go and try to discuss. Try to come up with the amiable solution for question number 1 of assignment 3. Yeah. So how do I share my screen?
Ma'am.
Yes.
I have a problem in assignment for question number 10. Actually,
question number 10.
Question number 10 says that a sequence n is bounded if and only if every subsequence of n has a convergent subsequence.
Okay.
That part. Every subsequence of n has a convergent subsequence.
Yes. Okay. All right. So do you now see assignment 4 on your screen?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you're saying question number 10, there is an issue. Yeah. Okay. So one part you understand, right? So you're saying that if a sequence an is bounded, then every subsequence of an has a convergent sequence. You can sort of take care of this part. Whether or not it is true or false, it's something for you to decide. Now you're saying the other part. Every subsequence of an has a convergent subsequence.
No, ma'am. Means it is difficult to understand the question actually. Every subsequence of n means we have to take a subsequence of n, then again we have to find another subsequence of that subsequence.
Correct.
Is convergent.
Subsequence of a subsequence. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Now I will try.
Yeah, is that okay? So
Yes,
my
ma'am.
sort of suggestion is, in these true and false questions, first you should sort of have a gut feeling what is, whether it's going to be true and false, and how do you sort of determine that? By working out some examples. Try to see some simple examples, and then sort of determine. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So, but you do understand the question now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Anything else in assignment 4? I think some of the portion is about Cauchy sequences, which I am going to talk about this afternoon. So you may not have been able to try those problems as yet.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am. About the take question number 10, can I share something what I have understood?
Please,
I
please,
mean,
please do that.
Yeah, so the thing is that one is that if an is convergent, the subsequence of subsequence is convergent. I think that's true. It's just from the gut feeling I'm just saying, because I have
Okay.
not seen that totally, because there is a Cauchy sequence thing was there. But the reverse one, I was just thinking that if I think in a sequence, when I'm going to looking at the reverse form, so I'm checking a sequence which is like kind of an's subsequence of the subsequence kind of thing. The sequence which is all an subsequence part is a 1 1 1 1 1, but the an can be okay, a sequence is bounded if and only if every subsequence, but we can fill it up in between as in such a way so that it is being divergent slowly. So can it happen in the reverse way? It may not satisfy.
So, try some more, Chiranjeev. Yeah.
Okay.
I sort of, try a little bit more. Try, sort of, you're going to be looking at the right example. So try a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think question number 4, 5, 6, 7, we will sort of, you will be able to take them up after the discussion today. Yeah. And okay. Anything else in assignment 4 for now?
Actually, ma'am, I had a question in your last lecture note. Can I ask that?
Yeah, please.
Actually, in the lecture 10,
Yes.
in the page 4.
Let me go back to it. So what is the theorem? So do you see
It
my
was
screen at your end?
yes.
Okay.
It was yes. It was simple Morton convergence theorem. I have understood. I'm just
Okay.
sharing that what I have understood is right or not. I'm just asking.
Okay.
So it's under the Morton convergence theorem in the page 4. So just a minute, let me see your screen. Just a minute. Lecture 10, ma'am. L10.
L10. This is L11, is it? L10.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
This is okay.
You just pass. No, scroll down.
Okay. Yeah.
The blue part. Here,
Okay.
while taking the supremum, we are viewing E is equal to the sequence of xn as a subset of R. And not as a real valued function from n to R. So what I understood in the limit of Sn, the supremum of E cannot the supremum of this motorical increasing sequence real numbers, the supremum of I do not understand the E as a subset of R and not as a real valued function from n to R.
See,
I did
when
not
you say a
understand that.
function, right? So when sequence is a function from set n to R, when you say a function, so for example, you're allowed repetitions. A function may take the value 1 so many times, but when you say set, you represent that value only once.
Okay.
Right? For example, we gave this example also. I'll just write that down one more time. Let me just sort of write. Yeah. So let me try to write down something. So this is tutorial 5 today. Is that correct? Yeah. So do you see my screen? Blank screen? Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
So tutorial 5. Okay. So let's take xn to be given as follows. Yeah. So n is given as 1 if n is odd, and xn as given as 1 by 2 if n is even. Yeah. Is that okay? So this is 1, 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2. Yeah, this is a sequence like this, right? So in this case, if you look at the set E, which is defined that here, so the set E will consist of only 2 points, 1.5, right? Is that correct? But if you take at the sequence xn is not 2 points, yeah? It is 1, 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, and so on. Is that correct? So now you're looking at E as a subset of R and not as a real valued function from the set of natural numbers into R.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, do you follow this now?
Yes,
Because
yes,
ask
yes,
if they're
yes.
still concerned.
Now
Yeah?
I am just taking E as the distinct element of all the values, possible values of X.
See,
It's a kind of
E is the set in R, right? E is the set in R, right? What is it?
Yes,
Remember,
yes.
what is a sequence? A sequence is, so a sequence in a metric space XD is a function. Yeah, is a function from, so it's a function f from the set of natural numbers into X, right? So what does it mean that, so you have this here, right? For each natural number n, you are assigning a value in X, and this f of n you are denoted by xn. That's the notation, right? Yeah, xn is this, right? F of n under the image of, right? So now I am looking at the, you are looking at as a subset of X. Yeah, so X here is R in this example, and not as a function, right? There's a difference between a function and its range. Correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, is that okay with everybody?
Now understood.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm so glad this is settled because this is going to come up every now and then. Anything else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
in this question, in the xn, as you said, since we are considering the sequence, this 1/2 keeps on occurring. So is
Yes.
there a certain thing we name this thing? Because we cannot say that 1 or half is a limit point of xn. So is there a certain thing that we call these points 1 and half?
See, we can just, meaning, I'm not sure what I sort of understand your question correctly, but what you can say is, they are not limit points, but there are subsequences of xn converging to 1 and 1 by 2 respectively. That much we can say.
Okay.
Correct? Okay. Anything else?
Ma'am, if you could please give the definition of number 1, because I wrote exactly what was there in
What
the
is
book.
number 1?
Ma'am, of the previous assignment.
Oh, question 1. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I'm just waiting for students to ask some more questions on their own. Otherwise, I will talk about question 1 of assignment 3. Yeah, I'm going to do that. But if
Ma'am,
students
I just
tell me.
I just have one more question. I'm just searching it. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, please
Actually,
take your time.
my question is that you have in the last test of convergence, you have asked us to check for the theorem 3.2.10. I'm just checking the book actually. What
Just a minute. So that is order theorem, is it?
No, actually not theorem. It's a root test and a ratio
test.
test.
The ratio test and the root test. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so as per I remember, I'm just searching it. 3.2.
Yeah, it is right. It's the ratio root test 3.2.10. In the version I have, it's page number 66.
Yes, in my it's at 68.
Okay,
So
anyway.
if let x is equal to xn be a sequence of real numbers that converges to x, and suppose that xn, then the
Hmm.
sequence root over xn is a positive square roots converges, and
Hmm.
limit is the root over xn is equal to the root x.
Hmm.
Is that what you
Correct.
asked us to check?
Correct. 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 The
Okay, actually
3.2. Yeah.
as per root test I knew something else. I was also thinking in the
Okay.
part lecture what the,
Correct, correct. So there's a root test, it's something else, but I also meant this. So I will also write that root test also. Yeah, you are right.
okay.
You are right. A root test is something else, but not this. Yeah, you are right. Thank you for pointing this
Thank
out.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. This is actually what meaning sort of, if a sequence is convergent, what happens to the square root whenever possible, it makes sense. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chiranjeev, for pointing this out.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
and there is a theorem if xn converges to x naught,
Yes.
then in the neighborhood of x naught, it has all but finitely many points. What does mean
Correct.
by all but finitely many points?
Yeah, I'll try to tell you. Yeah, just a minute, Tanmay. Yeah. So let's sort of fix this. Yeah, let's fix this definition of convergence and its negation. Yeah. So let me start with Tanmay's question, and then we take up question number 1 of assignment 3. Yeah. This is. So do you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's recall what is the meaning of the statement that a sequence xn. Let's just stick to real numbers. The concept remains same, even if in a general metric space. What is the meaning of a statement that a sequence xn of real numbers converges? Right. So let's just recall the definition. What is the meaning of that statement? Yeah. So let xn be a sequence of real numbers. We say that xn converges to another real number x naught, provided for every epsilon positive there exists a corresponding integer n. So this n depends possibly on epsilon, such that so I'll just write it down for the real numbers. The concept remains the same in a general metric space also, such that all the points of the sequence xn lie in epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught some stage onwards, and that stage is determined by this indexing. Yeah, so in order to just fix it, I'll just write it as n naught. Yeah. So is that correct, Tanmay? To agree
Yes,
with
ma'am.
this definition? Yeah. See, what does it mean to say this? Yeah. So this is exactly saying that all the points xn belong to this interval x naught minus epsilon, x naught plus epsilon, whenever n is bigger than this index n naught, right? So you sort of try to draw this. Yeah. So here is, let's see, point the x naught. So this is an interval around x naught, right? So let's try to mark these points. So somewhere here it would be x naught minus epsilon, x naught plus epsilon. Now what is this saying? This is saying, so xn belongs to this interval. All the points of this sequence beyond the stage n naught live in this epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught. Yeah, so this is x naught somewhere. This is x naught plus 1 and things like that, right? So, so this epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught, which epsilon neighborhood? X naught minus epsilon, x naught plus epsilon, contains all but finitely many terms of the sequence xn. Why do I say that? See, all the
Yes.
terms of the sequence, so I'll say this, xn naught plus 1, and so on. All these terms of the sequence belong to this epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught. And which are the possibly, x1, x2 up to xn minus naught minus 1. These are only finitely many terms. These terms, we do not know whether they belong to this interval around the point x naught or not. So all the terms of the sequence xn, all of them except these finitely many, which are the first n naught minus 1, belongs to this epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught. Now, if we can play this game for each choice of positive epsilon, then we say that the sequence xn converges to x naught. Now, this n naught that I've written here depends on epsilon. So if you choose a different epsilon, this n naught might change. Yeah. So, you know, this statement here, this, so I'm just putting a box here. This statement is in language saying that for each epsilon neighborhood of the point x naught, all but finite number of terms of the sequence xn belong to this epsilon neighborhood. Just a language. And why do you say that? Because that's what exactly demands. You know, all the terms of the sequence xn after the stage n naught live in this epsilon neighborhood, and it doesn't make any statement about the first n naught minus 1 terms. We do not know what happens to the terms
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Your voice is breaking like anything.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Oh, is it? I don't know. There seems to be no end. I don't know. Now, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyways, so does this answer your question, Tanmay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So let me now go to question number 3 of assignment 1. Sorry, question number 1 of assignment 3. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So assignment 3, question number 1. What was the question? Can you please remind me?
Ma'am, it asks the definition of what does it mean if a series is not convergent.
See, we have not talked about series as yet.
Sorry, ma'am,
What
the
is,
sequence.
yeah. So what is the question exactly? Can you please read out if you have that?
What does it, ma'am, what does it mean for a sequence AN to not be convergent?
Okay, what does it mean for a sequence? I will write it as xn rather than an because that's what I have been writing upstairs. Xn to be not convergent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Okay. So we just saw what is the meaning of a statement xn converging to a point x naught, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. So let's first write down. So all I'm trying to ask you here is to write the negation of the statement that xn does not converge to a point x naught. Let's do that one at a time. So if xn converges to x naught, by definition, it means that for each positive epsilon, there exists a positive integer n naught such that something happens, right? So let me write that down. If the sequence xn does not converge to a point x naught in R, then clearly it means that then for some positive epsilon fixed, so I'm going to denote it by epsilon naught, there is no natural number n naught satisfying whatever the definition of convergence of a sequence demand. Yeah, so I will just write that down. It is impossible to find a natural number n naught such that for all n greater than or equal to n naught, the terms xn satisfy Is that correct? Everybody agrees with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is saying that for this epsilon naught positive, for each natural number n naught, it is not true. I'll just write that down one more time. That is for each natural number n naught, it is not true that for all n bigger than n naught, the terms of the sequence xn satisfy xn minus x naught is less than epsilon naught. Is this okay? Everybody with me up till this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Excellent. All right. So let's sort of try to unwind it even further. This is exactly saying that for this positive epsilon naught fix, for each positive integer n naught, there exists little n bigger than n naught such that this is true. Is this okay? Everybody with me?
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
For each n not belong to natural number n, we can say that n naught depends upon epsilon, such that xn minus x naught is greater than equals to epsilon naught.
So I'll sort of address your question a little later, but what I have written is that
Yes.
Do you agree with me?
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Your voice is breaking.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking badly.
See what I
Hello? Hello?
So one, I should mute all. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Now we can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyways, so what I was trying to say is, if you can see what I have written, I will go ahead. Yeah, I think there is some internet issue, but everything seems to be fine at my end. But we will still go ahead. Can you all see what I have written? Even if you cannot hear what I am saying.
And we can hear you clearly now.
Now, but can you see what I have written in spite of the internet issues?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyways, so I will just summarize what I have done so far. Conclusion. the sequence xn does not converge to x naught, a real number x naught, if there is a positive epsilon naught such that for every little n, sorry, I have been writing this as capital N upstairs, so I'll just stick to that notation. For every positive integer n naught, there exists another integer little n, at least as big as n naught, satisfying xn minus x naught is bigger than epsilon naught. Is this okay? I've just summarized what I've written upstairs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this was the statement 1, which I wanted you to write. And the statement 1, which the second statement was, if xn does not converge to any point of R, then the sequence xn is not convergent. So you were required to write down these two statements.
Ma'am, can I ask something on this?
Yes, you one more time. There's some background noise coming. Yeah, go ahead. Whoever has a question, please go ahead.
Ma'am, just asking because I felt this definition very strong. I mean, this is a because what I wrote, I just felt that my mistake was which was actually not very much accepted. I wrote in that in that sense that there does not exist any x not belongs to x. So we cannot write any definition as does not exist. Is it the reason? I mean, I just wrote that there does not exist any x not belongs to x such that for all epsilon greater than 0.
So Chiranjeev, what I'll do is, you send me an email and I'll sort of see what you have written.
I don't have any actually I did not send because I did not have any objection. I'm just clarifying.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. So it's very difficult to make out what you have written. There's so many parameters. No. And even if you sort of go wrong, so Chiranjeev, all I'm trying to say is even if you sort of go wrong at one place, the entire meaning of the statement changes. So, right. So, it's very difficult to sort of go.
I will send you
right?
a mail to.
So go ahead. What you wanted to say? All I want to say is there's so many parameters. Even if one is sort of out of the place, the entire meaning of the statement changes. Yeah. Go ahead. What you wanted to say? I'll try to sort of understand as much as I can.
What I tried to say that if xn doesn't xn in the sequence over a metric space xd is said not to be convergent if there does not exist any x naught, any x naught such that for all epsilon greater than 0, the d xn x naught less than epsilon for n greater than or equals to n naught.
That is correct. But if you sort of unwind that, you come to this point only.
Yes. So, ma'am,
yes,
I was
so
not
you have to unwind all of that, right? Not just not just insert a knot at one place and you are done, right? Isn't it?
I'm not understanding, ma'am. Sorry.
So all I'm trying to say is, see, that's exactly what I have done here. That's exactly the first statement.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it's exactly the first statement. So all I'm trying to say is you have started at the right point. You have to unwind all of that and get to this point. See, somebody tells you to say, what is the meaning of this is not convergent. You just can't say, I inserted the word not at one place and now I'm done. You have to tell me, what it means, right? So you are right, meaning in the sense that your starting point is right. If you unwind what you have written, you will get to this point.
Okay, ma'am.
Correct? So this is, just a practice of negating a statement, nothing else. Right? We talked about it in the very first class. How
Yes,
to
ma'am.
negate statements. Yeah. So some practice.
Ma'am,
Nothing else. Some practice of mathematical writing and
Ma'am,
other questions.
ma'am, your voice is not clear again.
Yeah, I don't see, what is the issue. So I think
Ma'am,
there
it
is
is
some
clear now.
internet.
It's clear
Yeah.
now.
I don't know. I'll request you all, please mute yourself. There's some background noise coming. I've been doing it one more. Yeah. So all I would say is, if you can see what is written on this. Any other concerns about question number 1 of assignment 3?
Ma'am,
Yes.
I had a concern. I
Yeah,
wrote to you
please.
yesterday or day
Okay.
before.
Okay.
So
Who is this student? Ayush. Yeah.
this is Ayush. Yeah.
So I did reply, no?
Ma'am,
Everybody
yes,
was,
but I
yes.
still, yeah.
Huh.
You did reply. I
Okay.
still have some minor concern.
Huh.
Would it
Go
be
ahead, go
okay
ahead.
if I shared my screen with you to show you
Yeah,
the
yeah. Go ahead. So
yeah,
Ayush,
just
do that. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. There is something I wanted to say, and then I will give you. Yeah, is
yes,
that okay? Yeah, give
yes,
me a
sure,
minute.
sure.
Okay. So class, I would like to conduct a quiz next week. Yeah, next Thursday. So I'll just write it down because you're saying that there's some concern. So quiz on Thursday. What is the day? So today is 17. So it would be 24 of September. So the duration would be 1 hour. The syllabus would be all topics covered in class or tutorials, which means including the reading assignments till September 17. That is including the lecture today afternoon. Okay, that is one. And two, so this is going to be a 1 hour quiz, but keeping in mind network disruptions and other, power failures, I will give you 4 hours to work on that. And the quiz will be held over Moodle. You will be required to submit your solutions on Moodle. Can you hear me clearly?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, is it possible that this cannot be conducted on that day because some of us are having exams on 24th from undergrad colleges? So it will be tough for them. I mean, not me, since I'm the CSO responsibility.
From what you have exams, is it?
No, on 24th itself, they are having exams.
Okay, so then we prepone the quiz and we have it on Monday.
I guess Monday also there are some. I mean, Calcutta University and BHU are having exams at this time together. So it's very cumbersome for them to manage.
See, let them write to me and I'll see.
Sure.
Yeah. So for now we go ahead with Monday 21 is what I'll make it. Yeah. I will make it Monday 21 since you pointed out to me.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, ma'am, in Monday 21, we have our undergrad exam. So,
At
how
what
can
time?
it's from 12 to 6.
Okay.
Ma'am, mine also exam is on that day. My timing is 11 to 3 p.m.
So when do you have, which universities are these?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
I am from Xavier, sir, and
So this is
we have,
Xavier's in Calcutta, is it?
yeah, ma'am.
Or
my
Bombay?
uh,
Xavier's Bombay. Okay. So your exams are likely to get over in October, is it? So you're suggesting this week is not a good idea because you have exams?
yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
am from
we
PHU,
have
ma'am. We have exams on 21, 23,
Hmm.
24, and 25 of this month.
Okay, so 25 it gets over, yeah? Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
just scrape this plan for now. So for everybody, let me ask this. So that for everybody, the exams get over by 25?
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, yes.
Our exam starts from 1st October to 10th.
Yes, ma'am, from 1st to 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
So 25 we can have
Ma'am, your voice is not clear
that
again.
we can. Yeah, wait a minute. Just a minute. Monday, September 28. So. Monday.
Ma'am, we can't hear you.
Does that suit everybody present here?
Ma'am, we couldn't hear you.
Ma'am, for the last 1 minute, your voice is not clear.
Can you hear me now, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think there is some network issue. I'm so sorry for this. I don't know what is the problem, because from my end it seems. Anyways, the question I was asking was, is it okay if we have a quiz on Monday, September 28th?
Ma'am, Xavier's have exam on 29th, and we have also a quiz on 27th.
That's okay. That's okay. Then that's okay. See, we will, if you have been solving assignment problems on your own, there should not be any problem at all. It'll be a sort of 1 hour exam, and considering, these network issues, I'm even willing to give you more than that. I may even give you sort of 7 to 8 hours to work on it. No problem at all. So 2 is when we meet, right? So yeah. So for now, unless somebody is writing an exam on September 28th, we will have a quiz on Monday, September 28th. And considering that some of you are having, your university exams in week before that, the syllabus of the quiz will be all topics covered till today afternoon only. So is this okay? Acceptable to everybody present here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, we will have it very similar to the way you have assignments. I will put the question paper on Moodle. You are required to solve the problems in utmost honesty as much as you can, be true to yourself and submit to my mind. If you have other issues, network and power failure, then I give you 8 hours, and before those 8 hours get over, you should have that the submission on Moodle should be there, and no extensions please after that. Yeah, otherwise things sort of never get done. Is this acceptable to everybody present here?
Yes, ma'am.
So for now, we don't see anybody having a sort of clash with this date, right? Monday, September 28th. Yeah, there's nobody having. Okay, great. Thank you so much. All right. So I sort of, yeah. So Ayush, you wanted to say something? Ayush, are you still around in the meeting? You wanted to say something? So Ayush, are you still around?
Hello, can you hear me,
Yes.
ma'am?
Yeah. So Ayush, yeah. So I will sort of see what you have done, but since our time is up, everybody else is free to leave. And so I'm here, Ayush, and we can sort of talk about it. But everybody else, please go ahead. You may have another class or session or whatever at 9:30. Yeah. So I'll stop recording at this moment. Yeah. Go